Hey guys, thought we'd do a little bit of an impromptu live today. So I'll wait for people to come on because it's not obviously a normal live time that we go through to. But it was an important one today because I've had some interesting things going on today. We had a fridge freezer turn up this morning at an ungodly hour. So we had to try and get it up the actual stairs, and we had to take the fridge apart to get it up the stairs because for those of the guys that don't know my house, on the second floor is actually the kitchen, so it's like an upside down type house. So lost a little bit of time doing that throughout the day, and then on top of that we then went into 3 cyber coaching sessions. So since about 4 o'clock today I've been absolutely rammed and not got much to be able to do. So what we're going to do is I thought we'd do a little bit of an impromptu live. We've got loads to cover, so I've actually got a list behind me. So if you keep seeing me look over that way, it's not because I'm ignoring you guys. It's just because I'm double checking I've got everything, and it's all on. Hey Maddie, hey Jess, hey Charlotte, hey the 2 boys. Even Lizzie's on. How you doing all? So obviously, welcome back to another Keeper.co.uk live with me, your cyber coach. Today we're on a few things. We've got loads of things to cover. Firstly, the first person to come back to me that has done the cyber jungle, if you've done 1, 2 or 3, let me know which one you've done. It will be for 5 cyber points. So we've got a few little cyber points getting thrown out. If you haven't done the cyber jungle, first person to get down and give me 5 press-ups, get back up and say yes, you can get 5 cyber points, but only if, depending on which side you're on. So go. Writing these down so I know who gets who. So nice and quick. Who's the first one that's going to tell me which their favourite cyber jungle is? C, all 3. All right, C. So 5 cyber points for you on that one. Jess, 1 and 2. Oh, Jess, you missed out by seconds. Christopher, you get the first lot of 5 points there. Who's going to get down and give me the first 5 press-ups? We can get down on the 5 press-ups first, Charlotte. Good girl, well done. My favourite's got to be number 3, is the honesty, the final one. So if anyone that hasn't done that yet, look forward to it, because if it's next week or the week after, whichever it is for you guys, if you're on it, it's a brilliant session. So good luck with that one. Hope you guys are enjoying the cyber sessions. Obviously trying to put them on to keep you going, even though my hair's getting longer, my beard's getting longer, and obviously we've been inside for God knows how long. I'm still trying to keep you guys occupied, still trying to keep you guys smiling. Kelly, how you doing? I hope you've been doing some of my exercises. If you haven't, you're in trouble. Today's not an exercise one. It's just loads of information of how I'm going to change things when we come back into normal coaching. So this could be an interesting one for yourself as well. And obviously if you need anything or you've got any questions, you can join in with the questions if you like. So we'll go first person to give me the comment of their favourite exercise. Go. That's for 5 as well. Yo, Finley, your dad gave you a haircut. Did it come out well? How did the haircut actually go? So whilst we're waiting on that, obviously we're also going to go on to the new rules in a little while. I've got a load of those, so I'm going to do them in a little while. We've also got one-on-one and group performer of the month. Finley takes them. So Finley takes those next 5. Lisa, how you doing? I hope the boys are okay. We've also got the cyber coaching leaderboard and information on that. Now, I'm not going to actually release who's at the top or where you guys all are. However, on Monday on Facebook, it will go the actual current leaderboards, both for the month and for the year. So look out for that one. That will be posted on Monday, probably sort of midday-ish on that one. Coming up for the rest of the week, we've obviously still got one live. We've got a question and answer Friday. It's going to be a massive one, actually. It's going to be a completely different one. It's going to be something a little bit different than what we've done previously, because the question and answer this time is going to be all on goal kicks. So if you've got questions on how to improve your goal kicks, how to get them better, how to get them stronger, what to do differently, what am I doing wrong, how can I change it, have you got any exercises, throw the questions through to me. Not on this live, throw them through to me on Messenger. Or to thekeeper.co.uk, or you could email me at lee@thekeeper.co.uk. whatever questions you've got on goal kicks, throw them through and they will be answered in the question and answer on Friday at 4 p.m. Now, we've also then got Spot the Difference for the weekend. So the competition for this weekend is a Spot the Difference challenge. You'll get 5 points per object you can spot. You'll get 20 extra for all 10. Hey Theo, how you doing? And you'll also get 30 if you're the first person to answer what all 10 are wrong. So if you're the first person to come up with the answer, you'll get an extra 30. So it's a maximum of 100 cyber points for the competition over the weekend, which is obviously, as you know, considering it's only 20 cyber points per one-on-one, that's a huge number. So let's go with another 5 cyber points. And the 5 cyber points are going to be awarded. Now, my favourite belt now is probably the Cyber Championship belt, because it's something completely different. It's something I've never even thought I'd be doing a couple of months ago. But what is your favourite Cyber belt? I won't ask for why. Just what is your favourite Cyber belt? First person to come back with the answer gets the 5 Cyber points. Now, obviously, rules side, I've got about 15, 16 in front of me, so you guys will have to work through with me on this one. Now, anyone that is, how you doing, Cramp? Anyone that is obviously tuning in to see what the new rules are going to be when we come back in, see you again. Little man, you're flying today. I think you've got quicker internet than everyone else. Obviously, those guys that are tuning in to know what the actual rules are. Well, anyone that was tuning in to see what the actual new rules are, obviously, when you're coming into actually getting coached with me, they will obviously be told to you prior to it. So if they haven't seen this video, everyone is going to be made aware of exactly what I would expect with regards to the new rules and the new stipulations we put in. Because for the obviously reasons, what I want to do is make sure we keep you safe. Now, this is only if we come out of lockdown. If we don't come out of lockdown, this is what will happen when we do come out of lockdown. Now, hopefully, when the actual virus goes and we get back to a little bit of normality, what we can do is eliminate a lot of these sort of answers and questions and new rules. And we can go back to what I class as where it used to be. But obviously, what we've got to do is make sure we're set up to eliminate, help protect, and keep everyone safe so people can get back into coaching eventually. All right. So the first rule and the first main thing that we've got coming in is on the left-hand side as you come into the room, we've got a new hand sanitizer. Now, this is actually being got in by one of our goalkeepers' families. They work for literally the top brand in the country that supply all of the hospitals and things like that. So they supply football clubs, hospitals, you name it, they supply it. They've literally pulled a few strings for us at Monkston, and they've got us a couple of hand sanitizers. One of them is going in my room, the others are going into the crash and things like that. So that's the first thing you'll need to do. Every single time you come in and out of that room, hand sanitize. There is no oh, it's not me, I don't want to do that. Don't hand sanitize, you don't come in the room. It's as simple and easy as that, guys. One person's going to be coming in and going out at a time. Now, what that will obviously mean is if you're doing a one-on-one, you and obviously family members are fine to come in. So if you, let's say your mum's dropping you off and she wants to come in and talk, that's not a problem. But only one person will go into that room at a time. So if we class an entity, so let's say the Francis family or the Salifu family or the Cullen family, whoever it is, one guy will come in each time. All right. Now that's just to allow, obviously, if someone has got it, then hopefully it won't be massively spread, because obviously I'd be a massive spreader if I actually contracted the virus. So what we want to try and do is eliminate that as much as possible. Now, depending on government, obviously, ratios and what they say, I will be wearing a face mask or I won't be wearing a face mask, depending on what they're kind of coming out with. So, again, this is all going to slightly change depending on what they say over the weekend. But this is just what we're currently thinking of. And you'll understand why I'm bringing this to all your guys' attention at the moment in a little while, because I'm actually going to ask you if you've got any other thought processes that we could actually be implementing that will make you feel safer as a family. But we'll come on to that in a minute. So obviously one person in, one person out, and the door's going to be a knock door. And what I'd want to see happen is whoever comes in, if you're obviously the next person in, so let's say I'm on 4 to 5 and my 5 o'clock sessions come in, you got a knock on the door and then only then I will either let you in or not. But what you've got to do is you've got to go back. So where we've got the cover over the top of Monkston, where we've had barbecues and things like that previously, so where all the drains run by, near where my floodlight room is, let's go there, the floodlight room, that is where you've got to wait for the other person to leave. When they leave, that's when we'll be safe. All right, so what I want is that space between the people coming in and the people going out. Obviously that unfortunately leaves groups outside. Now obviously if we can get back to groups, brilliant. We shall see what the government suggests and what they go with. We've obviously got to keep within the laws and keep everyone happy with regards to that side. But group side at the moment, my thought process is, if possible, I would like it fed by family members. Now, a lot of you guys are be joining in anyway, cyber with groups and things like that, so that shouldn't be a difficulty. Obviously, if that starts to change, I'll start implementing rules like cleaning balls, etc., etc., to make sure that you're safe during that. But that will all come out prior to the first group coming in. We've got one thing that someone suggested to me earlier, which is quite a clever idea. A lot of people come in with dirty gloves, dirty boots, things like that. Now, I've always been a massive stipular, I've always had massive stipulations on keeping everything clean, getting everything tidy. I'm OCD, as you guys know, so my hair and my beard at the moment is driving me nuts looking at myself. All right, but what I want to see is those gloves absolutely spotless. I want to see those boots absolutely spotless, because there is so much contamination that we've obviously seen with this virus coming out. We don't want that to suddenly be coming back into our coaching environments. So at any stage, if anyone's boots or gloves aren't clean, they clean them prior to coming into a session. All right, guys. Now, we're also going to have no spitting on the gloves. Now, I know I implemented that just prior to lockdown, but that will stay. There'll also be 2 bottles available, but each bottle, if used by yourself on that session, I will spray down with Dettol at the end of that set. There is going to be wipes for scales. So as soon as I allow the scales to come back in, when they say it's sort of the peak's gone down and it's tapered in and we're allowed sort of contact with other things, the scales will come back in, but there'll be a wipe every single time. No rubbish or water bottles or clothing or any of the above will be allowed to be left in the sessions. Now, that will become harder in group sessions and group days, but when we get back into those two, hopefully eventually, touch wood, when they come back in and they start flying off, you'll have to take your own rubbish away. There will be no leaving of that rubbish in the changing room or leaving the rubbish so someone else has to pick it up. All right. Now, we've also got, let's have a look. Anyone paying cash, obviously I do backs and a lot of people do pay in backs, but anyone paying in cash, I'm not going to discriminate against those people that pay cash. But what I would like and I would advise is, if you're going to pay in cash, please put it in an envelope, seal the envelope and write your name on it, obviously how much is in it, and just give it to me. Obviously that allows me to go away. Other people's cash doesn't go in. I don't suddenly give that cash to someone else just in case you've got it or I've got it, etc. There'll be a cash that's being cleaned, so if anyone needs change, I can give them to them. And there'll also be, I'll be using gloves to do that for the foreseeable until they say otherwise. Let's have a look. Obviously no sharing of water bottles or other items, so unfortunately that takes away the towels from the change room. So when we come back into winter, what you want to do is get your own towels, have your own water bottles, have your own water sprayers. Now again, that will come out as a little bit of a rule change prior to actually going fully back into coaching. If anyone needs towels, obviously we've got loads of Rush towels. We sell them at all events, so if anyone wants towels, we can sort them. No core room. So unfortunately the core stability room or the warm-up room that we class it as is out of bounds for now. Until we can get a full sanitary area and use a sanitary sprayer on it, that is out of bounds. So there'll be a cone in front of that. But when I start being able to have a full sprayer, if I believe you're old enough, you're able to be trusted enough with sanitizing spray, let's say Dettol, what I'll do is I'll allow you in, but as soon as you touch anything, you've got to wipe it all the way down. And if I, at any stage, don't think you've wiped it down enough, you'll be doing it again until you have. So I know it's sounding a little bit rigorous, it's sounding a little bit not like coaching normally is, so I apologise about that, guys, but obviously 6-7 weeks ago, none of us were looking at ever thinking that we'd almost have almost a World War III where we're all in our houses, no one's allowed to speak to anyone, no one's allowed to go in 6 foot. No one saw this coming. So what we've just got to do is just be cautious and make sure that we try and keep as many people safe through it as we physically can. All right. I'm also going to be coordinating the area off. So for the one-on-one sides, a bit like when I do the floodlights, it looks like it's cordoned off. And what I'm going to be trying to do is cordon off the area that we're working in. So hopefully no dog walker or random person just randomly walks through where we're coaching. It's going to take me a little bit longer to set up, and a little bit more. It won't be as nice on the presentation side, but it's going to stop people coming through our area, walking in our area. So that's what's going to happen. And don't worry, this is being secondary recorded, so this will go up a little bit later. So if you've missed any of them, don't worry, it will be on here. The rules will also come out prior to any session, so don't panic if you have missed any. It's not a problem. Reducing water bottles. So the water sprays in the room will go down to 2. The rest of them will go away, and obviously as they break, they'll come out and will be used on that side. Let me have a look, just make sure I'm getting all of these. I think I'm about done with regards to the rules side. Now, this is one thing I'm going to ask you guys to do. I want you to have a think. So I'm going to give a 2-3 minute think time on this one. The best one is going to win 10 cyber points. The two second best ones are going to win 5 cyber points each. Can you think of anything else that we might need to do within the keeper to keep you guys safe and happy? Now, this is as parents and as kids, all right? Because I want the parents to feel comfortable that the lads and ladies are coming into me, and I also want the kids to feel safe that they're coming back into coaching. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm itching to get back out on that grass, to get out there and kick a ball, to even try and hit a crossbar. I cannot wait. I want to get a pair of football boots on. I've had gloves on, but I've had no boots on for months. So obviously, like yourselves, I want to get out on it, but we also want to do it safely. So have you got any thought processes of what you could do to implement you guys being safe during sessions? See, what if we are wearing gloves? Do we take them off at the door? Yes, you do, little man. Always take them off at the door. Come in, wipe, do the actual sprayer, and then come in. The sprayer, the hand sanitizer sprayer, it is actually it's refreshed every couple of months. Monkston are paying for it to be refreshed. I think it's 4 or 5 times a year, and there's like 20,000 sprays in one sort of area. So we've got no issues with it running out. So use as much of it as you like. Get your hands as clean as you like. It's an absolute perfect thing for it to be in there. Are we going to wear masks? The honesty is, I don't know. If you want to, I'm certainly not going to stop you. It's very hard to wear a mask and do goalkeeping because you're almost in a altitude type training scenario if you're wearing a mask. Now, personally, if the government say to wear a mask, like in Spain, a few of the countries obviously my family are in, they're still all wearing masks. So if they're saying we wear masks, we'll be wearing masks. If not, however, because we're outside, by rights you shouldn't need a mask. As long as you're within a certain or far enough distance away, masks shouldn't be needed. But that is one that I will be keeping my eye on. So great question on that one. Cleaning the balls. Yeah, I like that idea. No handshakes. Good lad. That's one I actually missed out to see if anyone will pick up on it. Cleaning the balls came in prior to the actual lockdown. I'll also be reducing the number of balls we use. I'll be probably taking it down to one-on-ones 2 balls per person, and groups 1 ball per team, and they'd have to use that same ball all the time. Now, again, these rules are only just in for when we come out of lockdown, when we sort of just make sure we get fully through the actual virus and we can all be safe again. Hopefully we can then take these down in the next couple of months. No handshakes, absolutely. There's actually going to be no handshakes at all, no matter how long you've been with me, no matter any of it. All right. The handshake will stay as the bow, and we won't go salute, we'll go chest pump. Okay, so they're the 2 you're going to actually do. You've probably outgrown your boots. Yeah, well, actually, I broke my boots on the last session, Dad. So any sponsors out there looking, watching, more than happy to take in boots. Just seen the plant up on the top of the Facebook thing. No one noticed that, so that's less cyber points for everyone. Charlotte said 2 meter rule. Yeah, like it, Charlotte. Good girl. C, could you bring your own balls? Yes, if you want to bring your own balls, I'd have no issues with that. However, I'd want them clean prior to it. Now, the reason I say that is when I'm feeding, obviously, I don't want to catch anything because then I'd become a multi-spreader. So if you want to bring your own balls, that's not a problem, but I'll Dettol them prior to starting and then we'll start. If obviously it's like yourself and your brother in your own session for a group and you're the only one's going to be touching that ball, that's absolutely fine. You wouldn't have to Dettol them. We have to get more balls more often. Yeah, unfortunately we do. Or you just make worldies, Finn. To be fair, you're flying at the moment. You've got no worries. The guys and girls, just a little shout out whilst we're getting other people's comments coming in. A little shout out for all the guys and girls that have done one-on-ones this week. The amount of worldies coming through this week has been astronomical. Finn had his on Monday. We then had 2 Nicholas, so Jonathan and Christopher, as you all know. And Mealy was last on Tuesday. And then we had Alice, Swaney and Jess finished off today. Matthew, annoyingly for everybody else, has just taken the worldie record again. He's now upped his current record, which was 24, to now 25 worldies. He actually did that in Cyber Jungle 2, which no one has done. Cyber Jungle 3 obviously reduces the chances of worldies, so he's going to lose a little bit next week. But can you guys push to try and beat him in the next couple of days? Let me have a look, see what else we've got. So we've covered the live Cyber Jungles. We've covered the new rules. We haven't covered the group performers. Now, that's what this is here, down in there. We've covered the cyber points and when they're going to be released. And we've covered the new things coming in this week. Let's have a look, see what other people have come back with. 2 meter rule, yeah. Own balls more often. Brian's back watching. So, Dad, you're obviously cutting in and out. I think we should get extra cyber points for not kicking the ball into next door's garden. Jess and Lewis kind of did that a few times, Owen, so you'd have definitely won points for that one. And to be fair, the amount of worldies you was making, the fact the ball didn't go over, I think you did quite special. Now, I'm going to give the points on this one. Let me have a look. We're going to go... Yeah, see, with regards to not using the rooms, group sessions won't use the rooms, no matter what the weather. One-on-ones will use the rooms, but if it's stunning weather and it's been like it has been, which is quite ironic because it's been raining for the last couple of months when I was coaching, but if the weather holds like this, we'll be outside. And again, we'll be in an area where no one else can come in and out of. All right, so yes, that will be the case. Finley, when you say which one is the boy one, which one is the girl one, explain that to me. Jay says he gets the points, no handshakes. I think I gave 10 points and 5 points, so I'm going to go 10 points for Finley. For the cleaning of the balls, because I think that's going to be a massive one. Jay, you're definitely getting 5 for no handshakes. And Charlotte, you're going to get another 5 for the 2 meter rule. All right, so I've got all those down now so I don't forget them. The handshake. Which is the lad one, which is the lad one. The actual isn't a female and a male one. Now, unfortunately. The chest pump is if you're newbie. The bow is if you're old firm. So they're the 2 different versions that we've got coming in. All right. Now, as I said, there was a little bit of a release of information. Now, I think we've got a few of them here. I know I've seen 1, I've seen 2, I might have seen 3, 4. I think I've seen 4 out of 6 of the guys and girls on here. Now, we've got Performer of the Month to give, and I've actually got 3 of them to give. That's how far behind we actually are. Now, February's performer of the month was fine because we were all still in sessions then. March, again, was fine. We had enough sessions to be able to release those two. April, we didn't. So April's one-on-one will go to the person that I think raised their performance the most in the cyber sessions. The group performer will go to the person that's worked the hardest in a group scenario whilst doing the cyber sessions. All right. Now, Jonathan Christopher, not giving it to you. It's not coming to you guys because you guys both know you've already won it. So you've got to work harder to win it. So the guys and girls that we've got left on here, I think we're slightly tapering it down a little bit. February's, so I'm going to get them out now anyway. So that's the group performer belt. And for those guys and girls that don't know, that is the one-on-one performer belt. Now I'm going to wear it proudly for you guys. Obviously, when you comes back into your actual sessions, you guys will obviously be able to wear them yourself. You'll have the photo and you'll go up on the website. Let's go group performer of the month to start with. For February, this girl had an absolutely screaming session. I couldn't go against her, but there was someone else that I could have given it to as well because they both came in for the exact same sessions. They made the exact same amount of worldies. They had a screamer. So February and March were taken by those two. Now, the two people I'm talking about, I believe they're still on here. I hope they're still on here because they were on here a minute ago. Maddie, you take February's for the amount of worldies you made and having an absolutely screaming amount of sessions. Theo, you take March's for, again, same principles. You had an absolutely screaming. The only reason why Maddie got February instead of you is because you had a slightly better March than anyone else did, so I gave that one to you and I gave the first one to Maddie looking back at it. So well done both of you. Maddie, February's group performer of the month, and Theo, March's group performer of the month. That leaves April's group performer of the month. Now, as I said, this one had to be done cyber and we had no group sessions over the month of that. So this actually is going to go to someone that never would have won it because he's actually a one-on-one performer. Now, I know he's still on here because he's been asking me about 100 different questions, which I love, by the way. He's worked his backside off and he'd only had, I think it was 3 sessions with me prior to going into lockdown. And he's had 5 one-on-ones or so during lockdown. So he's had more one-on-ones cyber than he has had live. So a massive congratulations to the person that worked his hardest in the group that he's been in and coming on to these lives and working his hardest on this, Finley. So well done, Finley Mumford. You take the group performer of the month. That will give you the chance to win the one-on-one performer and go for the double champ like the 2 boys have done. Hey chaps, how you doing, my son? Love you too. One-on-one performer of the month. So the big one. The nice gold one on my shoulder. February's performer of the month. I know she was on a minute ago. That might have given you a little bit of a clue. February's performer of the month is going to a girl that, unfortunately, during this time when we've having to go cyber, she hasn't managed to get into sessions. But prior to it, she hadn't missed a session since she actually joined me. Now, she joined me a few months back, maybe half a year back now. To be honest, I've lost count. But her performance is gone so high that she's been recognised by professional clubs. And she's now signed, I believe, on the professional club. God knows how that will all go. I hate the hair chaps, by the way. She has done so well that she's actually taken the one-on-one performer of the month. Now, she'd taken this prior to lockdown, but I was about to tell her, and then literally the day the lockdown came in was her day to come in. I was like, oh no! So I couldn't actually tell her and give it to her and get her to take a photo with it. But February's performer of the month for the one-on-one side is Charlotte. So well done, girl. You did amazing. March's I know he's not on, so I'm just gonna rush through this one. I don't think he's a Facebook guy. He's one of my older lads. He is one of my rugby top players. He obviously pushes his brother, who both get coached by me. He comes in every single week, gets soaked, gets wet, hits against ruck pads, lifts weights, does anything I tell him to do, and works his backside off. And he's never been actually able to win any of these, because every single time he goes to win one, he then misses the last week in it. So the winner of March is Alex Williams Goldman. Now, James, how you doing? Hope you're well. April's winner is going to go to someone slightly different. Now, she knows she's already won, and I don't think she's on at the moment. I think she came on a minute ago and she's left. But April's winner already knows about it, because I released it in her one-on-one session over the weekend. And it came from the amount of work rate she's done in her cyber sessions. Now, when she first started the cyber session, she was having to do it with her brother. And she was having to deal with the feed, she was having to help out, she was having to try and work it out. But she's there every single week without fail, and she's even doing 2 one-on-ones as cyber at the moment. So April's performer of the month is Alice. So that's all my performer of the month's done. That's all my cyber points done. That's all my new rules done. Obviously, I didn't really want to put this into a video. I wanted to try and change it up and throw it into an extra live this week. So I hope you enjoyed the live. We're going to go for the last 5 cyber points of the day. I had what turn up this morning that I had to get up the stairs. Whoever can answer that one first gets 5 cyber points. Whilst we're waiting on that one, I'm going to say our goodbyes. I'm going to say, see, little man, stop taking all the points. I definitely think C has way too much internet compared to everybody else. But guys, girls, thank you all for joining me. I know it's late. I know most of you have to go to bed and get yourself sleep. It's my day off tomorrow, so you won't see me. There is no competition tomorrow. But if you want to post things that you're doing, or you want to keep up to date with things, please feel free to post on the Keeper. I love seeing everything you're doing. I thank you all for keeping me going. And I thank you all for giving so much to the Keeper that you do. From everyone at thekeeper.co.uk, and obviously the Keeper TV that we've now created. We thank you all. We have got a new website that we're going to be releasing soon. Little bit of a new thing for you guys. Maybe I'll release that tomorrow. Maybe I'll release the name of that tomorrow. If you're looking at 12 o'clock tomorrow, I'll release the name of the new website that we've got coming in. All right. So that gives you something to look forward to tomorrow. Bar that, I'll see you back here at 4 o'clock on Friday for question and answer. Remember, get all your goal kick information in. If you've got any questions on goal kicks, you've got any questions for me on how to get them better, stronger, quicker, higher, whatever it is, please send it through to me either at lee@thekeeper.co.uk or on Messenger or WhatsApp, or however you normally contact me. Send your questions through. I'll answer them on Friday. Guys, much love, stay safe, and thank you very much for watching. See you soon.